Zombie Apocalypse.
Judd Trump then getting us underway here on quarterfinals day. He's not necessarily hit the heights yet this week, but far nearly lost to Kasper Filipiak. That went to a decider in his first match, but yesterday he was superb against Dominic Dale. He made 2 centuries to win 5-0 from his own generation.
That's right, yeah. The first 4 matches played a series of 40-somethings, all good players, which he came through, of course, the first couple of rounds.
Wow.
I thought he played well in defeat in the Masters to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Been sort of watching the likes of Trump and Selby, Robertson, O'Sullivan winning tournaments, and well, first in, but not for long.
Ding Junhui, 6.
Well, early error. It wasn't an easy shot because he was worried about the cue ball in and out of the bunch.
1.
But it's safe to say that Trump, for obvious reasons, the fact that he, for a period of time, but he's likely to get better, but that's going to hinge, of course, if he can get through this match.
Yes, and 6 each on the head-to-head, so nothing to pick between
7.
them. Years ago now, that's when he got to the final for the first time. Ding, on his week here, he made the point, which I did wonder about actually. He said the snooker players, 9:30 in the morning is. He sort of scraped his way over the line in that match. Much better yesterday against Dominic Dale.
I did hear, actually, Neil Robertson, when he came in to the Eurosport studio.
Good old Dotty.
21.
So we'll call that a draw.
Oh, but it's another mistake.
Yeah, just the extra force put on the ball. Anyone that plays the game will tell you hit the balls at pace. Your accuracy can be lost.
He's sort of on course to
1.
potentially do similar to last season.
Eight.
And regardless of the table, whether it's playing easy or tough,
He's going to have to make him pay, isn't he? Ding Junhui for missing that ball. Judd with this opportunity. That'll do him.
22.
The pink is being used as the main podding colour at this stage. A couple of reds by the pink, you'll have to consider. And it might just block something off. Otherwise, it is a terrific chance to go very near to winning the frame. In a tournament where it happens every year that so many of the leading players don't make it past.
and just the first 2 rounds of tournaments, but I think they feel different because you're only playing 2 matches, or you hope you are anyway.
That's on the left, just out of shot at the moment. Well, he's gone around the back of it. I don't know whether by accident or design. It's got to be a bit. But the right-hand red should go from there. It is. Well, he's missed it anyway.
Judd Trump,
So
44.
seemingly quite a bit of mileage left in this frame, I think.
1.
Yeah, as you can see, the table is less appealing now. Ding is back at the table. Both reds safe. Pink and black safe. Not really thinking a great deal of that shot.
6.
Goodness me, I mean... Got away with it, though.
Both well aware of the other's capabilities.
That's a good shot, actually. He's not played a bad safety shot by any means, though. Judd with a...
One.
Now, what does he do? I guess the fact that he's in behind the... Well, that's not a good shot, is it? That's not a difficult
One.
blue to a corner pocket. I don't think you...
3 misses now at crucial moments.
One. Bang. Eight.
This frame. A black and then that blue, both very
12.
gettable. You wouldn't see him miss many of those. So...
Yeah, the blue in particular, because it was a
17.
great chance. Having potted a good red, didn't pot the blue, and Judd Trump has done the rest.
Judd Trump 17.
Slightly edgy start in what is a big match here this afternoon, this quarter-final. Debut in a quarter-final in a ranking tournament.
Well, he's misjudged a few of those shots, actually. The shot that Judd was playing was a nothing shot, really. Shouldn't have involved any. Is in his mind, and you've got to do the right thing.
Ding Junhui.
I mean, if you think you can pot it, then you've got to go for it.
Well, even so, he'd left a chance.
One.
Surprised he played it like that, you know, to put the pink on the cushion with the black safe. Could have played it a thicker safe.
It's Maya who needs treatment for a serious condition she can't get on the NHS. They're trying to raise money for her. So you can sponsor Tom if you go to the World Snooker website.
Seems to go.
One.
Some kind of issue. I think David Lilly was involved in it, where he was asked to declare the colour, didn't bother. A hell of a schmozzle over it, actually. This is a bit more like it.
One.
So, a chance. I don't know one player who prefers playing from the cushion or from the... John Parrott was just a good player, full stop, wasn't he? A world champion. Anyway. The studios, everything.
Yeah, and there's actually a darts
14.
event as well, isn't there? In a different part of the building.
This summer, everything.
22.
That's when he walked to the table.
It's part of his game that's certainly really improved. The first time these two played, it was his first season. It's very raw, talented, yes, but very raw. He's developed into, as we know, a great all-round player, world #1 by a country mile.
38.
The season.
44.
Of course, made 102 last season.
Yeah, very short, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
This is a
52.
big event. What I like about the German Masters now, format you see less and less of now.
He's looking significant as well because, as Neil said, Ding's
58.
missed the blue, but none of that happened, and it's Trump who's leading.
$66. $70. 72.
With check side. Oh, he's tried it. Now, what about this? What about this? That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic shot.
80.
We've seen him play similar shots positionally. And it's not a shot, really, that would come up very often. He's just... They've sort of seen other people
92.
play. Basically, he just invented a shot there, hasn't he?
50th century of this season. He was very frustrated
96.
to miss the Masters. He's been... And this has been an excellent break.
101.
And he's in early control. Had a big bearing on the way this second frame has gone. Ding had 3 good chances, remember, in that opening frame. 101, that's the first century we've seen on table 1 all week. 775, Hendry in 3rd place on the all-time list. Trump getting closer. Of course, when we're in Berlin, quarterfinals are usually all played on the Friday evening session. It's a very special session, actually, all 4. The onus is on Ding if he does get a chance.
Going 2-0 down is not really the point I'm making. It's just the way that he certainly should have won at least one of those frames. Anyway,
Wow.
the double goes in.
Judd Trump. 1.
No, that's a terrible shot. In off is the worst part about it, really.
Well,
Capable of playing very good matches still, obviously, and it's only...
No, he sort of won it in isolation. He hadn't done much before, and he hasn't really done that much since.
Kept losing to the same player, didn't he?
In fact, in this, in Berlin.
7. $15.
Well, into the bunch here, clearly. He's got to play it well. Reds haven't split very favourably on this table. It might have been one of the reasons. Look at this. Push shot is always a possibility, but it was legal. Form is coming
31.
back. It only left him isolate. It's not as if he lost his form anywhere, he just wasn't allowed to play.
39.
You wait 2 days for one and then suddenly 2 come at once. We'll see.
47.
Vow the table and march on.
54.
Now, this match is starting to look
60.
very one-sided.
$66.
Again, quite close to this, but again, legal shot.
74.
Quite unusual for Trump to hit a bolt colour, but just had a little bit too much.
Well, no second century, but a quick kill in this third frame. 79 to follow the 101. I think a lot of people were hoping this would be, you know, a real close match. It still could be, but I think a lot depends on this frame because Trump is looking really confident.
Wow, and a miss. Ding Junhui 4.
Strangely, talking about 4-0 down, I've got a feeling, David, you might be able to remember this, whether when Ronnie won this in 2012, it might have been 4-0 down here or there. I'm not saying Ronnie was never going to win anything again, that would be a ridiculous comment, but it got him back winning ways because he wasn't lifting trophies all the time.
Now that he's got this advantage.
Risks more, but really, it's hard to think that you're going to beat Judd at that game. For once, stays out.
Hey, it goes down as a reprieve, really. I was just sort of what.
You want to play something a little bit more adventurous on occasions, but you only play the shots that are there. And he looks just a bit. So, something's come up for him now. He's got to take advantage, get in.
Well, this is what he needed, I think.
One.
Chance to get going. His icebreaker in the match is only 21, Ding.
Yeah, you don't really think of Ding as the kind of player that will just roll his sleeves up some days and graft out matches. Clearly, not every day will be one of those days.
$15. $23.
And so was that nice,
30.
developing the two reds. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, I felt he needed to be something to hold on to at the interval for sure.
38.
Of course, when he beat Trump in the final of this tournament in 2014, that was the season when he won brilliantly. He played during that campaign.
46.
No, he's a terrific player.
Yeah, he spoke very nicely yesterday actually about Yan Bingtao, just paying
53.
tribute to him.
60.
Well, he's going to need one more after the pink.
Yeah, and I think it's what the match needed for the neutral
67.
observer, which of course a lot of people watching. Clearly not over from what we're seeing here.
$74.
He's a bit unlucky there. He wanted to be good play on the top red though, up in the bulk area.
$81.
Not one of his better cannons, anyway. It doesn't matter a great deal. That's a good starter for him at least. He's got a frame on the board at last.
And the frame.
Yeah, Trump had a couple